this. Man, Frankie got that bass for days. Bad plays on the underground walking these stays. Right, you finna make it nigga down tonight. While scripture 13, bless that mic so right. With your eyes wide shut, cause we're out of sight. Skill set, level down, break that track and make it bounce that out.
What's up, guys? This is Frankie Bass. This will be my first tutorial of a large series that I'm gonna try and start making for you guys, so you can understand the world of production, music production. First and foremost, I'm gonna go over frequency spectrums. Believe it or not, about 50% of all the musicians I meet don't even know anything about this. Anytime you hear somebody talk about a instrument coming through the mix, what that means is the proper frequencies are coming through the spectrum and not fighting with other instruments. And the way that we do this is we use high passes and low passes and multi-band compressing and stuff like that, but that's much farther down the road. And basically what these do, these high passes, allow all the highs above where you set it, 91, and that's the frequency. It comes all the way from 0 up to 20K, and basically 1 to about around 100 is going to be your sub, and that's your actual sub bass, which moves the subwoofers in the system. Roughly 75 to 200 is going to be your bass drum. Your snares normally hit around 120 to 125. That's where they should be peaking. Then you have low synths, mid synths, high synths, vocals, cymbals. You have background drums, and we'll get into that later. What I'm trying to teach you now is that this is a frequency spectrum, and anything above 0 that isn't cut is coming through the mix, okay? So basically, the reason why I'm cutting the bass drum at 91, but really it's peaking around like 80, is so it doesn't conflict with other things that the bass drum sample by itself, without being high passed, would conflict with, i.e. a bass line. So a normal bass drum, I'll play you just a bass drum. And this is what it sounds like now. Okay, and this is what it sounds like without the high pass on it. See, there's a lot of bass. There's a lot of bass in there. And what that means is, if you have a lot of that bass playing, it's going to conflict with your bass line. So therefore, your bass line, what you have to do is study frequency tables, so you understand which instruments come out at which frequency on your spectrum. So basically, what you want to do is make sure that you know what frequencies each instrument's supposed to hit. And once you've learned that, you want to apply it to your EQs and put in high passes and low passes, to where your instrument is only really playing the frequencies that it needs to come through the mix. So it's not playing frequencies that it doesn't need to be playing in the mix. Therefore, those frequencies are going to be conflicting with other instruments. This is a huge thing. This is how you get your drums to come out and super loud. This is how you layer synths. You notice when you hear like your favorite track, and it's the synth sounds like there's 8 synths playing at once. Well, that's probably because there is. It's just they've all been bounced out to audio and brought back in and resampled, and they've been EQ'd and layered to each other to where they fill the spectrum, the frequency spectrum that they're supposed to hit. So they layer each other to where they make the sound really full. So you have a bass line, you have a low synth, you have a medium synth, and you have a high synth, all playing the same thing, all filtered, all doing the same exact thing. And I'll show you what I mean here. This is a new track that I've made. Let me open up this one. And we have layers of synths. That's your high. And you have mids, and these are all EQ'd to each other with high passes to where the only frequencies that need to be playing are. So I can fill the sound up with other synths that are doing the same exact thing, so it's more powerful and more full. So you'll hear it. Okay, so that's pretty much it for frequency spectrum. Next, what you need to do is need to learn your hardware. If you want to start producing, what you're going to need is you're going to need a audio interface. An audio interface is basically another processor clock for your computer, which will control and synchronize your DAW. A DAW is a DAW, a digital audio workstation, like Cubase or Fruity Loops or Reason or whichever one you choose to use. I use Cubase because a lot of the guys that I've learned from use it, and I was taught on Cubase, and I can do anything that I desire in Cubase, and so therefore, don't fix it if it ain't broke. Anyway, once you have an audio interface, usually a little M audio box or something, it's hooked up through USB, and what it does is it allows your computer to take the strain off of it. So now all sound processing is being put through the audio interface. The audio interface is sending its signal from your DAW to your studio monitors. Studio monitors are the big speakers you see in studios. I have a pair of Rocket 8s, KRKs. A lot of guys use these. They're pretty much standard. They have awesome sounds. I mean, they're not the best studio monitors in the world, but I mean, I can't really tell the difference. But studio monitors are also called reference monitors, and what that means is it plays a flat frequency. So normal like a normal Sony boombox is beefed up to play a lot of bass, and you know, drop the mids and pump up the highs and stuff, and they have different EQs and stuff. What these do is they play the true sound of whatever comes through. So whatever is coming through is what it's gonna sound like. So like if you're like making tracks on computer speakers, like a Logitech system, your tracks are not gonna sound really good once they're bounced out. Like if you play them in your car, they're gonna be real bass heavy, or the mids are gonna really sound like crap. I know this from experience. Once I got studio monitors and learned how to EQ, it totally changed my entire world, and that's why I am doing these tutorials, so you guys can learn and you can totally change your whole perspective on making tunes, so you can get the sound that you want and learn. That's going to be the end of the first tutorial. Let's just go over what I've taught you. I've taught you the frequency spectrum and how each instrument needs to be EQ'd and high pass or low pass to its respectable frequency, so it comes through the mix, as in layering, synths, having your bass line come out nice and full. You low pass it at 75, 80, so nothing but sub bass is playing, and then you high pass your bass drum at 75. I'm going to go over this in the next tutorial, which is going to be about EQing drums. If you guys like this video, click the like button or favorite it. Also, if you found this video informative, please share it with your friends. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'm sure that they will too. Also, if you have any comments or questions, please post them in the comment section below. Last thing, don't forget, subscribe to my channel. I'll be uploading more tutorial videos very soon, so click the subscribe button. You'll know when the next one's uploaded. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next one.